Chakshumathi and Google for Education presents the Google Talk by Ram Kamal, a new narrative on inclusive education. Who is a child with special need? Visible and invisible. Excerpt 2.
About the lecturer. Ram Kamal, founder of Chakshumathi, and Ram Parivar, a commune for children with special needs and their parents, developed a groundbreaking digitally accessible pedagogy to help children with learning differences overcome barriers and access quality, equitable education. A former journalist and social engineer, he collaborates with governments, NGOs, and parents to design individualized education plans that address diverse learning needs. In the talk, he is talking about the award-winning inclusive education project of Samagra Shiksha Andhra Pradesh.
But how many of you are from the government schools? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my team, don't worry. Okay. Out of maybe 50 to 60 people, only 4 from the government schools. Correct? So what we are trying to do here is to make education democratically accessible for all sections of the community. So when we talk about accessibility, it is not only everybody talk about accessibility means children with special needs. Correct? No. Accessibility comes to everybody. Everybody. Like someone who can't come to the school because of the social economic problems. There is no accessibility for him to school, right? There also we need to include them. So we are talking about inclusive education. Unfortunately, what happened is the whole world was ruled by special schools. Now special schools took a new name called inclusive school. No. Special schools are special schools. Inclusive schools means it break the special needs of every child. Special needs not only come with learning differences, it also comes with other socio-economical, societal problems also. So what we are trying in Andhra Pradesh at the moment, we are trying to make all our government schools energized and bring inclusive education a reality. So that's why I said how the 30% learns. No, you do that. You are my clicker, okay? Right. Why 30%? 30% of our children are in a special need category. Either they have physical challenges. We hold this category into 2. One is children with physical challenges who have mobility problems, who can't walk well, who need a wheelchair to come. So there should be a ramp, there should be accessible toilets, there should be adaptable furniture like this. Correct? How many schools, even private schools, are ready to do that? I don't think so, because we don't consider. We have 3 education boards in this state, in this country, starting from NCERT, CBSE, NAOS. NAOS, yes, little bit, 10% might is there. Other 2, 0. They don't even bother producing accessible content. That's the 2 thing.
What is accessible content? How it help inclusive education? There are 2 kinds of children when it comes to learning differences. The first group is sensory challenged, like blindness, low vision, hearing hard, and speech problems. The second group is a vast majority of children with neurodiversity and not able to cope up with the conventional print based pedagogy and textbook content. Both groups can effectively use digital tools and content to mitigate their learning problems. What is accessible content and what can be it? Simple e-text, starting from a simple e-text created out of Unicode fonts, HTML docs, like our websites, accessible Word, EPUB, accessible PDF. There are two kinds of PDFs are there. One is an image PDF and there is an accessible PDF. And videos. Videos also can be made accessible with the captions and narrations and all those things. Then the tactile images and charts. The old exclusive accessible content can be braille and sign language. Both in no way help inclusive education in a mainstream school environment for quality education. Then you may ask why mainstream education is important. Special education is just an eyewash. Due to decades of special education, the unemployment rate among people with special needs stands above 95%. For the blind, it is 99%, and unemployment for the deaf in quality well paid jobs is 100%. And casual unskilled jobs among the deaf can be about 65%. Mainstream inclusive education only can develop mainstream job skills for these children. Remember, when these children with special needs are included with the mainstream children, a diverse group of children with different physical stature, different IQs, EQs, and as well as different economical background, they get to know what is a mainstream society is all about. When they are allowed to use their digital devices in the classrooms, they break their barriers in the conventional teaching pedagogy. Remember, every child, be it a child with special need or a child in the normal mainstream school, every child is a possibility to become a champion.
This boy, Aman Ahmad, is a wonder kid. Wonder kid Aman Ahmad, YouTube, you check it, you'll get it. He is now 6-year-old, he know 200 LCMs. Blind child, totally blind child. And the child is scaling the size. This is a geometry kit they use for doing drawings. But now we are working along with some of the Google products, how the children can also digitally draw. He is our tester for that. Okay? Children from primary grade 1 using digital devices to learn and break their barriers. Okay, this is inclusive sports, adventure sports. Children with special needs do rock climbing, all those adventure things. We are supposed to send a team to Ladakh this month, but we are postponing it to May because some of the examinations and all those things are there. Wheelchair tennis too. We have a complete guideline for inclusive sports also. This is the total picture I just want to give you. Go to next slide, son.
So, when we talk about inclusive education in a mainstream school, it is not only giving quality education, we are giving these children equal opportunity to participate every school, academic, and mainstream society activities to build them to face the mainstream society when they grow up. With overall participation and technology knowledge, these children become ready for job when they grow. So inclusive education is the only solution we have to save these children from possible unemployment in the future.
Thanks to Google for Education, Samagra Shiksha Andhra Pradesh.
Every child with special need is a champion. Chakshumathi's Ram Parivar is initiated by legendary Google scientist Dr. T.V. Raman and Ram Kamal to help NGOs and parents to break the learning barriers of children with learning differences. All services of Ram Parivar is free of cost by thousands of experienced volunteers. Ram Parivar, champions by design.
Subscribe now to watch more on Ram Kamal's Google lecture.